Okay, so for this one, we're talking about quadrants on a coordinate plane. Last time we talked about how to plot things on that coordinate plane. This one, we're talking about how to think about them and how to think about where they are in relation to one another. On every coordinate plane, there is the intersection of the x and the y-axis. The x-axis goes left to right. The y-axis goes up and down. By intersecting, they create four distinct sections. The one in the top right-hand corner is called quadrant number 1. The one in the top left is going to be quadrant number 2. Bottom left is going to be quadrant number 3. And bottom right is going to be quadrant number 4. Here's the translation from Roman numeral to Arabic numeral on the top. Quadrant 1 has all the ordered pairs that have both a positive x and a positive y. So, for example, positive 17 and positive 18 will be in quadrant 1. Because if I go to the right 17 and I go up 18, I'll be in quadrant 1. If they go negative for their left-right direction, that means they're going to the left 17 and then positive 18, they'll end up in quadrant 2. I'll repeat that. If they're going to the left for their first direction and then up for their second, they're going to go left and up, they'll be in quadrant 2. If they go both negative, so that's left and down, they're going to be in quadrant 3. And if they're going right then down, that's positive then negative, they're going to be in quadrant 4. So if it'll help, draw a little cheat sheet. This is going to be quadrant 1. It's going to be positive, positive. Quadrant 2 will be negative, positive, because we're going left, then up. Quadrant 3 will be both negative, because we're going to the left and down. And quadrant 4 will be going right, that's positive, and then down, that's negative. A lot of people remember it this way, and you can determine some patterns based on that. So, for number 1, I'm going to zoom in on this. Number 1, fill this in. We have negative 20 and then negative 13. What we're basically doing is going to the left, then we're going down. So we're going to end up in quadrant 3. Because we're going negative 20, that's left, and then down 13, end up in quadrant 3. For this one, we're going to the right 20 because it's positive, and then down 13 because it's negative. So we're going to the right 20, and then down 13. We're going to end up in quadrant 4. For this one, we're going to the right 20 because it's positive, and then up 13 because it's also positive. So we're going to the right, then up. We're going to end up in quadrant 1. For this last one, we're going to the left 20, and then up 13. So we're going to go to the left, and then up. We're going to end up in quadrant 2. We can do these without even thinking about them, because of how the positives and negatives work. For number 2, I know it goes to the right, then up. That's in quadrant 1. For the second one, I'm going left, then up. That's in quadrant 2. For this one, going left, then down. That's quadrant 3. The last one, going to the right, then down. That's in quadrant 4. That's all they're asking for in these ones. It's just good to know where you're situated in terms of the other coordinates, and be able to tell what quadrant we're in. Thanks.